see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it. I don't need no stylist. Walking on mall, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system on, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you win it. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tenant when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a breathe.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Geno now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Smith. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On second down, Jacobs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here we go now on first and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Miami. Christopher Dunn on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Jets 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Now down for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Jets 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Miami defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
53.
Now it's Smith. incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here is 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Geno. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Gain of 9 brings up second and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Second down.
Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robbins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robbins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Done good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Jets, nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Geno on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 50, it's Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robbins. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Done good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins open the lead up to 34-0. Done good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Done good with the extra point, and it is 42-0.
42. Jets, nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on first. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
No touch that. Hey, easy, 63, bang. No touch.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Brings up second down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Third and less than a yard.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And Johnson's extra point up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go, set. No touch.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And quickly they get to the line.
63.
Now back to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Done good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat. There he goes, right side. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Josh Jacobs from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Done good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
At their own 39-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd down, here's Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 235 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
Great.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now done for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Dolphins 63, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Let's go now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 44.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Once again, Ruckert.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
From the 31, here's the second down and 6. Here's Cook again.
And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's another Jets. 1st down.
To throw is Wilson. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one at the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Out for the PAT. Here's Johnson.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
63, Jets 21.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And Shark calls it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Hurt sets up to throw it. That's once again complete to Chark. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a